NDB presents 2023 dividend. NMSA board members sworn in. And retired Major General calls on the government to take ownership. A very good evening. This is National EMTV News. I'm Nicole Rama. Thank you for joining us. National Development Bank has presented a total of 1.8 million kina in dividend for its 2023 financial year to the shareholder Kumul Consolidated Holdings yesterday.
Karen agrees.
Speaking during the dividend presentation yesterday, Kumul Consolidated Holdings Managing Director Professor David Kavanamur appreciated the board and senior executives of National Development Bank in setting upside growth for the bank.
The bank put in a lot of effort on the 2023 balance sheet, cleaning up the books and also undertaking due diligence on loans that were granted previously.
Professor Kavanamur said the bank continues to deliver its mandate to serve the development needs of enterprises in private sector and agriculture sector. Meanwhile, National Development Bank Acting Chief Executive Officer David Munaga said this dividend payment is a statement of progress, reflection of discipline, and a sign that the bank is steadily reclaiming its role as a credible, effective, and development-focused institution. Mr. Munaga emphasized that 2023 was a period of stabilization and rebuilding results from the loan book.
And we certainly see that the new loan funding in 23 was a target of 64.53 million. But we see that capacity showed that there was a lot of things that would be done in terms of process inefficiencies and realities of rebuilding the institution, which led to the achievement at this time.
Moreover, Minister for State Enterprises William Duma said he was pleased to witness the first dividend payment since 2019.
For a bank which is on the verge of dying, it's a big turnaround. And although we've had changes of board membership and CEOs, the bank has still continued to perform beyond expectations, given the interest rate is allowed to charge on its customers. Yet it is true our government was able to inject 200 million kina into the sector, but we must not forget it. The total amount of 200 million kina was not received by the bank. But despite all this, I can say as a minister, I'm very impressed with the performance of the bank to date. And
the minister added that the cabinet had approved new board directors of the National Development Bank, where two of those directors will continue from their role along with the newly appointed ones. Jacinta Doctor, National EMTV News.
The Connect PNG board is expected to submit reports of payments made for contractors together with the list of contracts issued since the inception of the program before February 16, 2026.
During Day 2 of the Connect PNG inquiry, Public Accounts Committee Deputy Chairman Keith Idu has tasked the board to present a report detailing every payments made to its contractors, along with the list of contractors, since the project's inception in 2021.
I want to also ask now for a copy of all the payments under the Connect PNG program from day 1. All the contracts that have been listed and all the payments, every single one of them. Okay, can you ask your officers to compile it and deliver it within the next 2 weeks?
Sure.
So that'll be delivered up together with the confirmation of account opening on or before 16th of February.
Mr. Idu requested this after the Connect PNG board had presented their meeting minutes to the committee yesterday. In response, Department Secretary Gibson Holemba affirmed that the officials will prepare the payment reports together with a confirmation report of the trust fund account opening at the set date. Jacinta Doctor, National EMTV News.
Papua New Guinea has taken a significant step towards strengthening its national climate ambition with the convening of the Interagency Core Group meeting on the preparation of country's third nationally determined contribution held recently in Port Moresby. The meeting was led by the Climate Change and Development Authority and brought together representatives from key government agencies, development partners, and technical experts to review progress, confirm roles and responsibilities, and advance the development of the third PNG's NDC for the period 2025 to 2035. General Manager for Measurement, Reporting and Verification and National Communications at CCDA, William Lakine, reaffirmed the importance of NDC Third as Papua New Guinea's central climate policy instrument under the Paris Agreement, guiding national mitigation, adaptation, and resilience efforts in alignment with national development priorities. The meeting reviewed the NDC Third Integrated Work Plan and the Zero Draft, highlighting several key enhancements. Participants confirmed a clear timeline toward national validation and submission of NDC Third in 2026, including sectoral technical working committees, national consultations, and intensive drafting lockdown sessions to consolidate sectoral inputs. Meanwhile, during the Interagency Core Group meeting, a dedicated session reviewed the draft Gender Equality and Social Inclusion Framework, which was positively received by participants. The framework aims to ensure that Papua New Guinea's climate commitments promote inclusive development outcomes, including enhanced participation of women, youth, and vulnerable groups in the climate transition. A dedicated consultation workshop will be convened to further refine the framework with sectoral inputs. During the meeting, the Interagency Core Group formally endorsed its mandate, reinforcing a whole-of-government approach to climate action and confirming shared responsibility for delivering Papua New Guinea's climate commitments. As Papua New Guinea advances toward finalizing its NDC Third, strengthened collaboration between government institutions and development partners reflects the country's commitment to raising ambition, strengthening resilience, and translating climate commitments into concrete action on the ground. The National Development Bank has recorded about 3.63 million kina net profit after tax, representing a significant turnover from a loss of 20 million kina in the prior year.
This was announced by the Chair Lady of National Development Bank during the 1.8 million kina dividend payments to KCH yesterday. Ms. Hagrivi said the results mark a clear reversal in performance and reflects deliberate decisions by the board and management to stabilize and reset the institution. Highlighting this, he went on to explain on the factors that contributed to the bank's turnaround.
The bank recorded a loan impairment recovery of 8.3 million, reflecting improved asset quality and more disciplined credit management practices. The bank achieved a 32% reduction in operating costs, demonstrating a renewed focus on efficiency, accountability, and value for money. Thirdly, the board strengthened credit governance, risk oversight, and portfolio discipline, improving lending quality and reinforcing institutional controls across the bank. Together, these measures laid the foundation for improved financial performance and restored confidence in the institution.
She said these results enabled the bank to meet its obligation to shareholder, resulting in the 1.8 million Kina 2023 dividend payment.
This outcome demonstrates that the National Development Bank can fulfil its development mandate while also delivering financial accountability to the state.
Jacinta Doctor, National EMTV News.
Meanwhile, National Development Bank Chairlady Karen Hargreaves said the board remains firmly focused on the future, where its priorities are to grow the bank's loan book to 300 million Kina, diversify revenue streams and transform People's Microbank Limited to a fully fledged commercial bank.
I am pleased to note that the significant progress has already been made. The commercial banking transformation was achieved with license secured in December 2024 and the official launch in early 2025. This milestone represents a major step forward in strengthening the bank's contribution to national economic development and financial inclusion.
Board members of the National Maritime Safety Authority were sworn in yesterday at the Gateway Hotel in Port Moresby. Charles Kazman was sworn in as chairman alongside Secretary for Department of Transport Matthew Wawini was deputy chairman.
The new board of National Maritime Safety Authority that was sworn in yesterday saw Charles Kazman sworn in as chairman, Matthew Wawini as deputy chairman, and other members of the board include Wilson Thompson, Captain Max Stossel, Dr. Cecilia Nambu and Neil Pfeffenfuss. The swearing-in was conducted by a magistrate at the Gateway Hotel. Deputy Chairman of the board, Mr. Wawini, said the board will give their support.
Chairman, I am very confident under your leadership we will provide a very good board to the National Maritime Safety Authority. So let's work together. I am here at the Department of Transport, also a member of the board, and I'm the greatest supporter of the maritime sector, and I still ready to support the board, National Maritime Safety Authority staff.
Mr. Wawini said one of the changes that the new board will be looking to introduce is the process of appointing the Chief Executive Officer of NMSA.
In regard to the process of the appointment of the CEO, I believe we should seriously consider moving quickly in future, not now, but in future, to try to align the appointment process so that we put the appointment of the CEO through the RSA process rather than through the current legislation and the current the arrangement that we have.
He further said PNG also need to have a representative at the International Maritime Organization.
We are a big player. We need to have a permanent representative to the International Maritime Organization so that we can get brief on the latest coming out of IMO as well as our participation.
Pakatambua National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Chicken kebab saja nah. Yum.
Beef stir fry.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you,
Yum.
stir fry for you, and chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You may hold him and walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
All small crafts going out at sea must consider simple safety requirements. Always check the weather report before going out at sea. Do not jump on a boat if the passengers or skipper have been drinking alcohol. Always remember to wear a life jacket. Take enough drinking water and food with you. Make sure you have a bucket, canvas for shelter, and a paddle for emergency. Always take extra fuel on board and do not get on a boat that is overloaded. This message is authorized by the National Maritime Safety Authority.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Kids, it's time to go back to school. Theater's this the place to go. Please don't forget the golden rule. Theater's this the place to go. Hey, mums and dads, don't make a fuss. Theater's this the place to go. Get the school supplies from us. Theater's this the place to go. Everything you need for school. Theater's this the place to go. Be sure to keep the teacher cool. Theater's this the place to go. Ring, ring goes the bell.
Theatist for all your school stationery.
Tonight on Kai Time,
we'll be making a shack wrap.
We will also check out what's cooking with our friends over at House Kai.
For those of you, I know you would come after me for using a wok.
Plus, on our True Guest cooking segment on Kai Time, we've got a very basic chicken fried rice recipe that we will be making. That's tonight at 7 p.m. right here on your number one to watch, MTV.
You're watching National MTV News. Provincial Police Commander for Central, Chief Inspector Joseph Saleh is appealing to drivers to be extra cautious when driving along the Magi Highway and Iritano Highway. As he noted, there has been an increase to the number of accidents happening.
Chief Inspector Joseph Saleh remarked drivers must drive with care and respect other road users and the passengers they are transporting. A recent accident occurred at Goldie Junction along the Iritano Highway in Central Province, where a PNGDF personnel sustained injuries and was transported to the hospital by the St. John ambulance after his car collided with the Minister for Energy and a member for Kairuku. According to the Central Provincial Police Commander Chief Inspector Joseph Saleh, Minister Isohaimo was traveling to Port Moresby when he got into the accident with the PNGDF soldier. The initial report revealed it was alleged that the PNGDF soldier tried to avoid a pothole at the junction and suddenly ran into collide with the minister while the minister was trying to switch lane. PPC Saleh confirmed both vehicles have been impounded at the 15-mile police station while investigation is conducted to determine the cause of the accident. He added that another accident was also reported along the Magi Highway at Tubusera village. Police revealed they received more than 10 traffic accidents reports since January and the number is increasing every day. PPC Saleh said recently over the weekend a vehicle that belonged to Kana Construction was also involved in an accident. Investigations are being carried out on this. Benson Wema, National MTV News.
Retired Major General Jerry Singirok is calling on the government to take ownership and deal with the illegal guns issue, citing that the government has the resources in place.
Recognizing the power to implement reforms, retired Major General Singirok spoke about how the government can utilize its authority to implement certain directives. He believes that with the understanding that the government is able to fund projects in key areas and having the legislative power to enforce law, it can make greater impact to eliminate this issue in the communities.
And I believe that in the 25 years we failed. Series of government failed the people of Papua New Guinea. And that's why right now, mercenaries up in the highlands, you thought that Sandline were mercenaries, but we have our own mercenaries. And these people are operating in Wapanamanda, going up to Kompiam, and bringing the arsenal down to Kandep, to Nipa, slaughtering people.
The increase of illegal guns in the country affects national security, and it is a serious law and order issue.
The proliferation of illegal guns in any community or society or country affects national security. It's not a small law and order thing, because allowing illegal guns into hands of criminals and thugs and that compromises government's authority. And an ordinary villager or member or leader cannot control guns because it's beyond him or her.
Retired Major General Singirok outlined the key focus of advocacy. The 2025 report compiled by retired Major General Singirok and his committee provides the basis for the government.
But what we're trying to advocate here as advisors in our respective roles as civil society is that the government needs to just make, it just have to step up other than being tough. We'll shoot you, death penalty. But you cannot shoot somebody without changing the legislation, because people have a right.
National security remains the responsibility of the government, and once the government acts on the responsibility, civil society comes in to collaborate to ensure the country is safe for everyone. Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
Speaking at the 16th Prime Minister's Back to Business breakfast held recently, Prime Minister James Marape highlighted that between 2019 and 2025, the government added more than 50 billion kina to the size of the economy, lifting it to an estimated 132 billion kina in 2026.
Recalling when his government took office in 2019, PM Marape said Papua New Guinea's economy stood at approximately 79 billion kina, following a recession in 2018, marked by a negative growth and decline in confidence. With the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020 disrupting global and domestic economic activity, the Prime Minister said necessary decisions were taken to restore economic functionality, including allowing kina to find its market value rather than maintaining an artificial peg. He noted that Papua New Guinea has now recorded consistent economic growth, averaging above 4% for 5 consecutive years, a first in the nation's history, while inflation has remained contained below long-term averages. PM Marape said the government is committed to growing PNG into a 200 billion kina economy. Malinta Yopolo, National EMTV News.
The Eastern Highlands Provincial Government has signed a memorandum of agreement with the Papua New Guinea University of Technology to ensure the transparency and accountability in the rollout of tertiary school fee subsidy.
According to the University of Technology Registrar, it has become a common practice for students to demand refunds on sponsorship payments, especially government funds which should be reimbursed to the sponsors. Therefore, the MOA will ensure that all overpayments of the provincial government funds be refunded back to the province. Eastern Highlands Province is the first in the country to sign such a MOA with the University of Technology at the provincial level, including 2 of its districts, Kainantu and Lufa. The University of Technology Vice Chancellor Dr. Ora Renagi says signing such a MOA demonstrated transparency and accountability at the political level in partnership with the university's strict policies.
The purpose of the signing is to really ensure that the investment that the provincial government is making in terms of the school fees is properly accounted for transparently. And Unitech is very excited to welcome the partnership.
Eastern Highlands Governor Simon Sears says the application form for the tertiary student school fee subsidy program has already begun, and once the applications are screened, The total number of Eastern Highlands provincial students to benefit from the program will be known. He says the MOA is to help the students.
For the experience in the past, we know that the student, there are some fee left over that want to be refunded to the individual student, and this is not the case. So this agreement is like, we are giving prerogative to the university, especially the management, the VC, and the council to make a decision. We won't interfere.
Eastern Highlands Tertiary Student School Fees Subsidy Coordinator Kenneth Terry also expressed that the MOA is very important.
That is why I think developing such MOU with an institution is very important, and also it gives us an idea that we are talking about developing such MOU, and then when dispatching the check, we also issue the MOU with the school, so they have to, acquit that money amount that is given to the schools on what papers they were using.
Charlie Dumavi, National EMTV News.
The Situm Wanganghulu Road rehabilitation in the Nawai district is currently in full swing. The vital inland link connects Bukawa villages beginning from Ward 13 through to Ward 10 of Labuta local level government.
The member for Nawai and chairman for Nawai District Development Authority, Theo Pelgan, has expressed satisfaction with the ongoing rehabilitation and maintenance works on the Situm Wanghang Ulu Road. The road maintenance works, covering more than 20 kilometers, holds a significant economic potential, serving as a key gateway into Finchafen District, a route widely referred to as the Nawai Coastal Highway. Responding to calls for sealing the road, MP Pelgan said 60 to 70 million kina is needed to seal a 20-kilometer road, and not with only 2 to 3 million kina in one budget session. He confirmed that the district has made submissions for counter-funding to support full road sealing. However, to date, no favorable response has been received. Pelgan added that this matter has been raised at the national level, but no support has been received. Therefore, the focus is only on upgrading and maintaining the road to keep it passable. He further urged the people of Nawai to appreciate the efforts being made under difficult funding conditions. Malinta Yopolo, National EMTV News.
Now we take a look at the Nest Fund market report. The kina closed lower at $0.2336 in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, your kina was buying $0.2261, 0.3185 Australian dollars, 0.1831 euro, and 34.94 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, gold is trading higher. Coffee closed lower, cocoa closed higher, palm oil closed higher, crude oil is trading higher, and copper closed lower. On the stock market, the Dow Jones closed lower, the ASX 200 is trading higher, and all the ordinaries is trading higher. National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
At Telecom, we're boosting our network. households will enjoy better connections, communities will get faster speeds and wider coverage, and business will profit from new towers and a more secure network. Plus, everyone will benefit from onshore storage that brings browsing home. It's all part of our ongoing billion Kina nationwide investment. It feels good to be building a faster, stronger network for PNG.
For the very first time in Papua New Guinea, Mail Research and Marketing Consultants proudly launched the 5th issue of the Mail Review magazine commemorating PNG's 50th Golden Jubilee independence. 2 volumes, 500 pages each. Volume 1 covers government politics and leadership, while Volume 2 highlights the private sector, state-owned entities as service providers, and NGOs. Together, they cover the period from 1972 to 2025. This 1,000-page collection reflects PNG's 50 years and sets the foundation for the next 50.
Meet UmiPay, your digital wallet from TISA Bank. Your gateway to seamless transactions. Withdraw cash anytime at your nearest TISA agent. Send money to family and friends anytime, anywhere. Top up and pay with just a scan. From taxis to coffee and small businesses, UmiPay makes every payment simple. UmiPay, powered by TISA Bank.
EMTV is proud to announce that we are now offering tower rental spaces on the tallest tower in NCD and Central Province. Our new 80 meters television broadcasting tower proudly boasts an improved structure durability. It is versatile and suitable for various communications and broadcasting needs. It has a high internal load capacity, supporting multiple antennas and technologies simultaneously. This is your opportunity to optimize your transmission signal for wider coverage and extended reach. For co-location information, call 7723-3484 or email engineering@mtv.com.pg. MTV, your number one to watch.
You're watching National MTV News. The Eastern Highlands Provincial Government have purchased about 3 million kina worth of road machinery to be used in maintaining the roads in and around the province.
The road machinery were purchased at the XCMG PNG Engineering Limited in Leh earlier this week. The machines includes a dump truck, a crawler excavator, a drum roller, a motor grader, a backhoe loader, and a bulldozer. Upon officiating the purchase, Simon Sia says the equipment will be used to upgrade rural roads in the province.
6 units is helping the Eastern Highlands provincial governments, especially the village area, to upgrade and to maintain the village road. Now we have two fleet of equipment now.
He says awarding contracts to contractors could reduce benefits to the people, as the contractor might prioritize profit over saving the communities. Therefore, they are equipping the provincial works with machines to carry out the road works. Eastern Highlands Provincial Works Director Jetro Tubawai also expressed his take on the machines.
Here at the back of me we have the 6 fleets bought by the governor of Eastern Highlands for about 2.99 million. These equipment will basically be used in the remote roads. We have a lot of bad roads. Hopefully we can get some more equipment, would be a bonus, but as for now we have about 6 of it. We'll use it in the remote areas and we'll see where we can go from there. If we have some more fleets, I'll be very happy. But looking at it, we can make use of the 6 fleets and hopefully show to the province that we are building roads, at least making sure our rural population is at least getting service in the town.
Charlie Dumavi, National MTV News.
A major boost to policing and security in the Highlands is unfolding today in Mount Hagen with the official commissioning of a new modern single-quarter police barracks at the Kimininga Barracks. The 21 million kina facility is delivered under the PNG Australia Policing Partnership and is aimed at strengthening the Royal Papua New Guinea Constabulary.
Today marks a significant milestone for law and justice in the Western Highlands province as police, government leaders and international partners gathered at Kimininga Barracks for the opening of the new 21 million kina single barracks. The commissioning ceremony today is reviewed by the Minister for Police, Sir John Pundari, who is the guest of honor. The modern facility provides secure and improved accommodation for Royal Papua New Guinea Constabulary officers and is expected to enhance police presence, morale and operational effectiveness across the Highlands region. The project forms part of the PNG Australia Policing Partnership, a 10-year initiative valued at more than 2 billion kina, focused on upgrading police infrastructure and boosting RPNGC capability nationwide. Similar facilities have already been opened in Port Moresby with other under construction in Kokopo and elsewhere in the country, according to Deputy Head of Mission Australia High Commission Adrian Loughran. Police Commissioner David Manning urged officers to look after these accommodation facilities.
You young men and women who will reside in these new barracks and all the other new accommodation investments, the message is clear. Serve diligently, serve professionally, and the RPNGC Executive will support and back you. We're working tirelessly to ensure that your nation supports you in the work you do, in the barracks you live in the police cars you drive, and the tools you're given to deliver upon your duty to our communities. Show respect and pride in these barracks. How you live reflects how you work.
In his first public appearance as the police minister, Sir John Pundari emphasized that the facility is expected to play a crucial role in improving security and police visibility in the Highlands while reinforcing cooperation between PNG and Australia under the bilateral security agreement. Sir John further made a call to all leaders in all provinces to take the initiative and build accommodation facilities to facilitate policemen and women to tackle law and order issues in the country.
You know, these are the things of how best we can partner. You mean not long wait for Australians at all under some bilateral security agreement or Australian Federal Police, PNG Federal Police understanding. You mean yet much, teaching is our responsibility. You like a police law province from you, meeting with us. Now, threatening welfare from all policemen. One sort of whole accommodation. Housing from all. You work in 100 plus housing, as your police minister, I commit to you. You get 100 regular policemen of province from you, just like that.
Sharon Engnui, National EMTV News, Mount Hagen.
Western Highlands Governor Y. Rapa reiterated the call by the Marape-Rosso government to crack down on firearms. Rapa called on the government to allow a time frame for those in possession of firearms to surrender them before going to war on guns.
PNG's government under Prime Minister James Marape is pushing a major campaign to reduce illegal firearms, especially in the Highlands, where tribal and election-related violence has escalated. This has been described as war on guns. This approach by the government was applauded by Western Highlands Governor Y. Rapa. However, Rapa called on the government to give a time frame to those in possession to surrender their firearms.
The support, and also I want to identify in the province too who has firearms here in this province too, and you can deal with them directly. So, but we have to, I'm asking seriously to the government and the Prime Minister, we have to give some time frame for people who have firearms, illegal firearms, to bring back. I've already discussed with some of our businessmen and leaders too, they wanted to give us firearms too, but they paid for these firearms too. And then too, they are scared of their lives and their business, and because law and order is a big issue in the province. If government can come good on this, and if we can address that, this is a good initiative the Prime Minister has taken. It will really work.
Governor Rapa reaffirmed his commitment to support the government with the war on guns. Firearms and armed violence remain a major public security issue in PNG, particularly in the highlands where tribal and clan conflict intersect with weak state reach and widespread illegal guns. Sharon Engnui, National EMTV News, Mount Hagen.
Kumusi Primary School in the Delta Fly district of Western Province has entered its second week of school, with teachers raising concerns over the new 166 education policy.
Now here in Kamusi, the Wawoi Guavi LLG in the Delta Fly district of Western Province will see the launching of Missing Link Road, 40-meter Guavi Bridge and dedication of earth-moving equipment in Kamusi Delta Fly district.
Inside the LLG, me like hosting this LLG launching program. So venue now launching venue and staff law Wawoi Guavi LLG Growth Center, Kamusi. The venue will be in Kamusi here. So the purpose of launching program was people like connecting road, missing link roads, Kamusi, Wawoi Falls, Lake Campbell, and Sasrema, and Mokapa, and also 40 meters Guabi Bridge.
The local president further highlighted the preparations underway for the major event.
Now we are preparing. Kamusi now on the ground, we are preparing. Preparation now ongoing process now. So now people are arranging all surrounded communities around the rural areas where the highway will link, or they are on the way. They are on the way to Kamusi through arrangement law, transport vehicle, and some the water transport. They are on the way now, and the preparation here we are now. Kamusi is now plenty old man and Kambum now, and Mipla now decorating grandstands. Mipla now decorating all machines.
Joel Mipari, National EMTV News, Kamusi, Western Province.
Wawoi Guava LLG in the Delta Fly district will see the launch of Missing Road Link in Kumusi in the Delta Fly district of Western Province on Friday, 6th of February 2026. The White House, moving to overseas news, the White House says it still wants talks with Iran on its nuclear program to go ahead despite the U.S. military shooting down an Iranian drone as it approached an American aircraft carrier in the Arabian Sea.
U.S. Central Command says the drone aggressively approached the aircraft carrier with unclear intent and continued to fly toward the ship. The drone was then shot down by a U.S. fighter jet. U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff is preparing to meet with his Iranian counterpart in Turkey on Friday.
These talks, as of right now, are still scheduled. President Trump is always wanting to pursue diplomacy first, but obviously it takes two to tango. You need a willing partner to achieve diplomacy, and that's something that Special Envoy Witkoff is intent on exploring and discussing. As always, though, of course, the president has a range of options on the table with respect to Iran. As commander-in-chief, I think they learned that quite well last year with the strike in Operation Midnight Hammer, which was wildly successful and obliterated their nuclear capabilities. But those talks will continue later this week.
Tensions have been soaring here in the Middle East over the past few weeks after US President Donald Trump sent a fleet of warships to the region, threatening to strike Iran if it doesn't come to the table for nuclear talks. These threats came after a violent crackdown on protesters by the Islamic regime, which has led to the deaths of tens of thousands of people in Iran, with Donald Trump promising protesters help was on its way. But then his threats went up a notch. With a US aircraft carrier and fighter jets now in the region, Donald Trump has warned Iran that the only way to avoid an attack is to do a deal to curb its nuclear weapons program. Iran has now agreed to meet with the US on Friday for nuclear discussions. US envoy Steve Witkoff and the Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi will meet in Istanbul on Friday to try to resolve this long-running dispute. This will be the first time that the two countries have met for negotiations since the US bombed 3 of Iran's nuclear sites during the 12-day war in June last year. Speaking at a panel in Dubai, the former US Secretary of State Mike Pompeo says he doesn't have much hope that a deal can be reached.
National MTV News continues after the break with Trukai Sports. Stay with us.
Accept the challenge. Choose PNG's favorite purified bottled water. True Wara, 100% PNG made.
Proudly bottled by Paradise Foods.
The IPI Group is PNG's most innovative, dynamic and diverse logistics company. Totally focused on delivering outstanding service. Our diversified divisions span from major warehousing, bulk fuel and road transport to large-scale commercial catering. The IPI Group of companies will be your partner, supplying tailor-made logistics solutions.
Kids, it's time to go back to school. Theater's this the place to go. Please don't forget the golden rule. Theater's this the place to go. Hey, moms and dads, don't make a fuss. Theater's this the place to go. Get the school supplies from us. Theater's this the place to go. Everything you need for school. Theater's this the place to go. Be sure to keep the teacher cool. Theater's this the place to go. Ring, ring goes the bell.
Theatist for all your school stationery.
All small crafts going out at sea must consider simple safety requirements. Always check the weather report before going out at sea. Do not jump on a boat if the passengers or skipper have been drinking alcohol. Always remember to wear a life jacket. Take enough drinking water and food with you. Make sure you have a bucket, canvas for shelter, and a paddle for emergency. Always take extra fuel on board and do not get on a boat that is overloaded. This message is authorized by the National Maritime Safety Authority.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Each week, we take you inside all the sporting action from across the Pacific.
Where sport is so much more than just a game. It's about mana, the spiritual power within us all.
Le Malosianga, from our people and the heart of the Pacific.
It's driven by custom, our connection to culture, bringing people together.
And Matavu Vale, where every player stands tall for themselves and their community. We celebrate the ones who are breaking barriers.
And those whose legacy continues to inspire.
Get Pacific Sports Show, 7:30 p.m. Thursday, right here on your number one to watch, MTV.
Trukai Sports.
Welcome to Trukai Sports. PNG Hackery Football Club and Vanuatu United Football Club put on an intriguing game yesterday at the Santos National Stadium, with PNG Ekari FC claiming their first 2 goals in the OFC Pro League.
Going against Vanuatu United Football Club, the PNG Ekari Football Club have performed incredibly well in the second half. The first half of the game saw Vanuatu United Football Club reigning with a first goal 12 minutes into the game. However, the second half witnessed PNG Ekari Football Club equalizing the point with a first ever goal taken by Joseph Joe through a penalty kick.
I'm on my straight to semi-score first for me expecting me to defend.
The host team later dominated the game with a second goal, expecting its first win, but was left disappointed with a handball on the goal line, resulting in a late penalty kick from Vanuatu, leaving them draw with 2-2.
Especially in the dying minutes, I don't know the call from the referees, he just gave away our game. It should be our 3 points, but that's how football goes. We need to be very, very disciplined and very, very organized. But that's the way to go in football. We just need to learn and move on.
Despite not being pleased with the turnout of the game, the PNG Ekari focuses on coming stronger for the next round.
Improve game, every game improve bit by bit. So, I think we look forward to next game. Next game, we play more boys. We saw some step up more.
Isabella Narapal, Trukai Sports.
Meanwhile, PNG Ekari Football Club highlighted the significance of discipline and sportsmanship in the OFC Pro League after the turnout of yesterday's game at the Santos National Stadium.
The PNG Ekari Football Club and the Vanuatu United Football Club battled it out yesterday, giving the fans a dramatic game show. The tough match resulted in a number of discipline issues, with a red card for defender Eric Joe after protesting against the decision, which denied their first win, leaving Ekari coach emphasizing repetitively on discipline.
You need to be disciplined on the pitch. No matter what, you need to discipline. That's the thing that my team need to understand. I told my boys millions of times, that's our weakness. We must discipline.
Coach Allen explained the outcome, saying that this leaves a gap for the other players to fill in and prove themselves in the game.
It will be difficult for us because we had some injury there, especially back line, and now Eric is red card. So it's going to be very tough for us. But like I say, we want to move forward. We are learning, we move. And also, that's the opportunity for the young guns. Especially you are on the bench, you want to play, that's it.
Going forward, he noted that despite head coach resigning, he is confident on coaching the team further into the tournament.
For me, to take this leadership, I'm very privileged and I'm proud to be here with this boys. And I'm ready to take this. It is football. We just need to go forward. So for us and for me, with the players, we are okay. We are looking forward. We want to go forward with football.
Isabella Narapal, Trukai Sports.
Trukai Sports continues after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
Chicken kebab saja nah. Yum.
Beef stir fry.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, 1 cube at a time.
The IPI Group is PNG's most innovative, dynamic and diverse logistics company, totally focused on delivering outstanding service. Our diversified divisions span from major warehousing, bulk fuel and road transport to large-scale commercial catering. The IPI group of companies will be your partner, supplying tailor-made logistics solutions.
Meet UmiPay, your digital wallet from TISA Bank. Your gateway to seamless transactions. Withdraw cash anytime at your nearest TISA agent. Send money to family and friends anytime, anywhere. Top up and pay with just a scan. From taxis to coffee and small businesses, UmiPay makes every payment simple. UmiPay, powered by TISA Bank.
For the very first time in Papua New Guinea, Mail Research and Marketing Consultants proudly launched the 5th issue of the Mail Review magazine commemorating PNG's 50th Golden Jubilee independence. 2 volumes, 500 pages each. Volume 1 covers government politics and leadership, while Volume 2 highlights the private sector, state-owned entities as service providers, and NGOs. Together, they cover the period from 1972 to 2025. This 1,000-page collection reflects PNG's 50 years and sets the foundation for the next 50.
EMTV is proud to announce that we are now offering tower rental spaces on the tallest tower in NCD and Central Province. Our new 80 meters television broadcasting tower proudly boasts an improved structure durability. It is versatile and suitable for various communications and broadcasting needs. It has a high internal load capacity, supporting multiple antennas and technologies simultaneously. This is your opportunity to optimize your transmission signal for wider coverage and extended reach. For co-location information, call 7723-3484 or email engineering@mtv.com.pg. MTV, your number one to watch.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
You're watching True Kai Sports. The Vanuatu United FC expressed contentment with the games yesterday at the Santos National Stadium.
Still chasing for their first win, the Vanuatu United Football Club put on a tough match yesterday, going stronger in the first half and later regaining their stand with a penalty kick goal. The Vanuatu United Football Club is pleased.
Yeah, I think it's usually details, which now goes more into the individual level than on a team level. So this is our job now to work on this, and but the other teams are also learning. So that's what we said in the beginning. I think this competition is only going to get better, and not only us, but also other teams are getting better and learning and adapting. So it comes down, the more you learn, it comes down to individual details. So and this is the job of the coaching staff, but also the players to analyze themselves and be open and ready to learn.
Although they have fallen short in their performance in the second round, with Ekari leading, they remained optimistic. The Vanuatu United Football Club head coach noted the shortfall, saying they will make improvements.
Yeah, I think it's usually details, which now goes more into the individual level than on a team level. So this is our job now to work on this, and but the other teams are also learning. So that's what we said in the beginning. I think this competition is only going to get better, and not only us, but also other teams are getting better and learning and adapting. So it comes down, the more you learn, it comes down to individual details. So and this is the job of the coaching staff, but also the players to analyze themselves and be open and ready to learn.
The Vanuatu United Football Club further highlighted appreciation for having a good support system here in Port Moresby.
Yeah, of course, for us it's always fantastic to see our flag far away from home, and We had that already in the MSG Cup, and now again here today. So we also went to visit them in October. So it's a very passionate community, very friendly, and we feel the support, and we say thank you to Mas.
Isabella Narapal, Trukai Sports.
That ends Trukai Sports. The Morning Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports. Trukai Sports.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
It's time to go back to school. Theaters, this the place to go. Please don't forget the golden rule. Theaters, this the place to go. Hey, mums and dads, don't make a fuss. Theaters, this the place to go. Get the school supplies from us. Theaters, this the place to go. Everything you need for school. Theaters, this the place to go. Be sure to keep the teacher cool. Theaters, this the place to go. Ring, ring goes the bell.
Theatist, for all your school stationery.
For the very first time in Papua New Guinea, Mail Research and Marketing Consultants proudly launched the 5th issue of the Mail Review magazine commemorating PNG's 50th Golden Jubilee independence. 2 volumes, 500 pages each. Volume 1 covers government politics and leadership, while Volume 2 highlights the private sector, state-owned entities as service providers, and NGOs. Together, they cover the period from 1972 to 2025. This 1,000-page collection reflects PNG's 50 years and sets the foundation for the next 50.
Meet UmiPay, your digital wallet from TISA Bank. Your gateway to seamless transactions. Withdraw cash anytime at your nearest TISA agent. Send money to family and friends anytime, anywhere. Top up and pay with just a scan. From taxis to coffee and small businesses, UmiPay makes every payment simple. UmiPay, powered by TISA Bank.
The IPI Group is PNG's most innovative, dynamic and diverse logistics company, totally focused on delivering outstanding service. Our diversified divisions span from major warehousing, bulk fuel and road transport to large-scale commercial catering. The IPI Group of companies will be your partner, supplying tailor-made logistics solutions.
Tonight on Kai Time,
we'll be making a shack wrap.
We will also check out what's cooking with our friends over at House Kai.
For those of you, I know you would come after me for using a wok.
Plus, on our True Guest cooking segment on Kai Time, we've got a very basic chicken fried rice recipe that we will be making. That's tonight at 7 p.m. right here on your number 1 to watch, MTV.
More to what the future holds. You me holy man, no walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
The Morning Plus weather report for the next 24 hours. In the Highlands region, Mount Hagen City, cloudy period with some rain, and Mendi, Tari and Wabe, mostly cloudy with some rain and possible thunderstorms.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
And that wraps up the news, sports and weather for Wednesday, the 4th of February 2026. From all of us here, pleasant viewing and good night.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets.